Why is it stopping? Motherfucker, stop. So I got sick Monday in the middle of making this video. Then I've been bedridden since. Finally feeling better enough to finish the video and start playing catch up to get back on track to where I wanted to be with doing these every day. So here's the video you've been waiting for. Today I want to talk about the first album I ever recorded. This was for a senior project to record an album, and these pictures here were for the inner artwork. I actually ended up recording 3 albums, but I had more than plenty enough material to keep going. Back then I had an acoustic 12-string by Takamine. It was a Jasmine, and I used to always wear this outfit. It was a purple plaid jacket, a red vest, and top hat. Here it is. The purple plaid jacket. It doesn't fit me anymore. I'll prove it. See? Fat guy in a little coat. Make it fit. Anyways, I'm going to keep this on for a couple of minutes just because I miss wearing it, but I guess I should look into the camera. Yeah, this is the jacket. If anyone finds one that fits a man my size, probably something like in a 3X would probably make it the most comfortable. Around a 2X, but a 3X size would probably Roxanne's bumping. So
show way down. Yeah, 3X. The hell?
Okay, like I was saying, if anyone can find the Scotch tape jacket, there would be a reward for finding it for me. I don't know what the reward is, but it'll be worth your effort. If you can make jackets and you can make me one, that'll be just as good. My mom was working on this for a scrapbook of mine, so I got a couple pictures here I want to show you. This next one here is a Susquehanna Jazz Band's Boosters. Here I am with my long hair, top hat, a microphone next to my brother's drum set that he let me borrow for a long time. And then this picture here was with the acoustic Takamine again. Got the Black Sabbath shirt on. I don't know if I was actually playing or just taking pictures for the fun of it. And this next set here, got the red vest, long hair, Defender P bass. I was playing drums for a friend of mine's band with my Bumblebee striped shirt, tie-dye shirt, and the red vest. And then this was my sister's keyboard. The first keyboard I started playing on, this thing was horrid sounding. So I want to show you the albums next. So right here's my record collection, some of it, and some CDs and stuff. But more important, the CDs. And these CDs right here. There they are. The first one, Bandwagon. The second one, Does It Happen? This was an old Magnus pump organ, electric pump organ, that my mammy gave me. This was hers. My brother put some electrical tape so he could remember where the chords were for it. And then the third one I did was Yeah Yeah Girl. This is the actual first recorder I ever used with some old 70s headphones. It was 4 inputs and had up to 8 channels. And then in order to bounce all of those songs down, I had to transfer them to CD. These are all pretty much one song per CD. Some of them have multiples, but these are all my first songs on CD right there. So back to the albums again. Bandwagon. Here's the back. I hand drew these pictures because I couldn't get exactly the look I wanted with a camera. See, 2007. On the inside, I have another CD that was an Electric Tones. That wasn't part of this, but right there is that. And then another drawing I did with all the instruments I played. The second album. And here's another picture that my mom took in that field that same day with the track list. You can tell that the tape didn't really work well with permanent marker here. And then the inside of that, some electric poems. And right there, the CDs and some more pictures from that day. The last album just has that, and there's nothing fancy. I think I was getting tired by that point. I'd also like to add that these songs were written sometime between 2004 and 2007. There's not notes on my songs for some of these, so I don't know exactly when, but they are in order for the most part per album. So Bandwagon will be the earliest set of songs I've written, and so forth, for the most part. Another thing is, when I was writing all these songs, I was listening to a lot of early Beatles, the Hollies, and similar early mid-60s pop rock. So I guess you're probably wondering what those first couple albums sounded like. I'm going to give you a little sample. They're pretty bad, but here we go. So this is what I used to do in every songbook that I had. I would put the title, the length, as well as a cover for every song. So here's an example of that, Bandwagon. So yeah, wasn't really too good, but it was 2007. You can see here that for somehow this is not the track listing. I don't know how this got messed up, but I've got other songs in here, and this song was a song that someone else recorded of mine. It was really horrible, so I called it the Euro version because they said that they could make my song real big over in Europe. Shoot the Birdie Down here. This is on the first album. So yeah. I will say, Through the Dawn, I know it's misspelled, but I just like the way that it looked better, so I kept it. I'm going to play one more song here. I was actually pretty impressed with myself on the guitar playing on this song. And here comes the guitar. Really bad backing vocals, but you can tell I've always liked backing vocals. Another little guitar solo. Back then, that was more than amazing for me to pull that off. So, you get a kind of a little idea. A lot of these are mostly acoustic, tambourine and stuff, but not all of them. And I definitely wasn't doing a more acoustic thing back then. It just happened to be how some of these songs turned out. So here's the second album. You can see I did pictures for every song again. Somehow this is all messed up, when I transferred my songs to this new computer, I'm not sure what happened, but I'm going to play a song off this album again. A lot of these songs are the kind of more acoustic, still feeling like the first album, but there's one song that has electric guitar, organ, drums and stuff on it. Now this song's very kind of punk rocky and raw, but my one graduation project teacher liked it and was intrigued by the title, so I made her a disc with this song on it. Like I said, pretty horrible listening back to that, but at the time, you know. Alright, so here's the third album I did for that graduation project. See more pictures here for each song. And this one seems to be all in order. This one was definitely more electric than all the other ones. This song was one of my favorites at the time. I don't know, I changed the spelling back to how. Alright, so that's just a little sample of that. And again, the mix and everything, the vocals were just horrible. So part of the reason why those mixes, not to excuse my horrible recording vocals and everything, but the mixes were so bad, was on that old Fostex, you would get all your levels right, and then when you transferred it,
I guess Roxanne wants to say hello.
when you would transfer it to that CD burner, you would listen to it, and all the mixes from what you did were completely different. So it was really difficult back then to get the mixes right, on top of thinking you sounded good, which 11 years later, clearly I was not sounding as good as I thought.